again, everyone. He's Tom. I'm Toby. Welcome to the Maroon Strong pregame show for another week. And, it's going to be jam-packed. We got a ton of stuff for the folks at home, and they're going to enjoy what we've got in store for them this week. We've got Aaron Jenkins on hand with a couple of different reports, talking to Neil Blankenship and running down the conference for us. And Tori Treadway is going to be on board with us, talking about the volleyball playoffs this week.
Yep, and of course, we got to talk about a big 17-7 conference win on the road at Cherokee. We've got plenty of stats. We got to look at what's coming up this week against Andrews. So let's get things started and throw it away to Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron Jenkins here on the Maroon Devils Network. We're now at the halfway mark in the Smoky Mountain Conference play. Let's take a look at how teams are stacking up. The Hayesville Yellow Jackets and Andrews Wildcats come in last in our conference, both with an 0-3 record. The Cherokee Braves roll in next with a 1-2 record. Rosman is fourth in the conference with a 2-2 record. Our Maroon Devils have now gained a 2-1 record in the conference. Murphy comes up with a 3-1 record on the conference, and the only undefeated team in our conference is Robbinsville with a 4-0 record. Last week, we had some high-scoring games in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Murphy beat Andrews 49-0. The Robbinsville Knights beat the Rosman Tigers 42-13, and our own Maroon Devils picked up another win, 17-7 over the Braves. This week, the Cherokee Braves will be heading to Rosman to face the Rosman Tigers. Robbinsville Knights are 5th in the state, and they will head to Hayesville to face the Yellow Jackets. Our Maroon Devils are ranked 9th in the state, and we will head to Andrews to face the Wildcats. The Murphy Bulldogs do not play this week, but they are ranked 12th in the state. This has been Aaron Jenkins reporting on the Maroon Devils Network. Take it away, guys.
All right, thanks again to Aaron for another good report on the Smoky Mountain Conference. And I'll tell you, it's been busy here in the Maroon Nation, too. It's playoff season. We got a lot going on. Toby, why don't you tell us a little bit what we've going on this week?
Well, you're right, Tom. It is very busy here in the Maroon Nation. The cross-country team, as we go to air tonight, is traveling tomorrow for the Western Regional Championship. So their season winding down. They've done a great job so far, so we wish them the best of luck. Soccer team wrapped up the regular season this week. They're waiting to see what their fate is for the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs, but who they're going to play and where they're going to have to go to do that remains to be seen. So stay tuned. If you're interested in tracking that, you can go to the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.org website and check on the playoffs there for the soccer.
Finish strong.
The Lady Devil volleyball team had a busy week on the road. They were road warriors this week, traveling all week long. Thursday they faced off with Greystone Day, and Gary Ayers will tell you all about that coming up in the game tonight, and he'll get you an update. Of course, we're doing our show before the Lady Devils actually play Greystone Day down in Meisenheimer, North Carolina this evening. So Gary will keep you up to date, and he'll let you know how the Lady Devils did, and if they did win on Thursday, then there'll be a game Saturday, and it will be on the road as well. So those guys have been real road warriors so far in the playoffs.
Logging some miles.
And as a matter of fact, we've got Tori Treadway on the spot with that volleyball rundown. Let's take a look at what she's got for us in terms of the High School Athletic Association volleyball playoffs.
Hi, I am Tori Treadway, and I'm going to be covering the third round of the volleyball playoffs of the 2014 season. We are down to the 8 teams in the West. East Surrey versus Hayesville, Rosman versus the Community School of Davison, and Greystone Day versus Swain County. Swain County will be traveling to Meisenheimer, North Carolina. Lincoln Charter versus Roxborough Community. If the Lady Devils win, they will be playing Lincoln Charter or Roxborough Community. Gary Ayers will tell you the details.
Great job, Tori. We appreciate that rundown on a very complicated playoff situation for the Lady Devils, and she did a tremendous job with that.
Yep. And I'll tell you, we were talking about the volleyball team being on the road. I mean, it seems like the entire Swain Nation's been on the road lately.
That's for sure.
Because we've coming down the stretch, we've got football teams been on the road quite a bit. We're on the road again this week, heading to Andrews. Not too bad a drive, just through the gorge. And our Aaron, she talked to Coach Blankenship about our upcoming road game. So why don't we throw it to Aaron?
I'm here now with Swain head coach Neil Blankenship. Coach, we played Cherokee last week, and the offense, the Devils were able to have long, sustained drives. How did this help your defense?
It helped us a lot with our athletes and keeping them off the field. Cherokee was very athletic, like we thought they were. They played us tremendously tough, and they were very explosive. So us keeping the ball from them kept them from not having as many plays, and it helped our D in that part of it. Our D did a great job of getting them off the field at times and creating turnovers, which that's one of the first games we've had where we've created a lot of turnovers. So I was pleased with that part of it. Offensively, we're getting there. We're keeping drives, but we got to start working. We work this week on finishing drives. We got to put points on the boards when we get in the red zone and down that area and take advantage of that. But we're getting better at that point, and we got to continue to get better.
This week we play Andrews. What can we expect out of the Wildcats offensively?
Offensively, Andrews is very talented. And all three films we got on them, they move the ball against every team. Robbinsville, Murphy, and Rosman. Their biggest threat. Problem is themselves. They turn the ball over quite a bit in the red zone. I didn't see them punt a whole lot. In Robbinsville, they were down the red zone 4 times and didn't score because of turnovers. So we're going to have to play good defensively and put points on the board. They're a very good football team. Their record does not indicate how good they are.
What about the defense side of the Wildcats?
Well, defensively, we're going to have to take care of their athletes. They're very talented at quarterback. They have 2 good running backs and a good receiver. Their line is big. They'll be bigger than we are, so we're going to have our work cut out for us there. Right now, our biggest problem defensively is probably injuries. We have a lot of kids that are questionable for Friday, and without getting about who they are, we're just banged up right now.
Thank you, Coach B. Best of luck.
Thank you.
And the linebacker comes with him. And the handoff, no, it's going to be kept by Kobe again. Out to the left side. First down, 25-20. Down to the 15, to the 13-yard line. Good call by Kobe Stevenson. And that was Spencer in the backfield. And it's going to go Spencer right side, but he was stacked up at the line of scrimmage and really had nowhere to go at all, Steven. No, now he's into the touchdown.
He's down close. Is he in?
That second effort. Touchdown, Maroon Devils.
Touchdown. Swings 34-yard line.
First down and 10, Braves. The handoff, misdirection, and good defensive stop in there. That is just an outstanding effort. We finally drive them out of bounds over here at the 39-yard line.
Johnny Woodman right there.
It's going to be a good one as always. Here's Colby Tornita out on the right side, 45, down to the 50, and he's got a first down inside Cherokee Brave territory. Running 2, second down and 9. Kobe back to throw. Play fake. Looks. They're after him, and he throws it down the sideline, and it's going to be...
Catch it. He caught it.
On third down, we need 3, and the handoff goes to Miller, and he's got the first down. He broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and there's Chris Miller, and again a great second effort, 32-yard attempt. Snap down, snap is good, the kick is up, and it looks good from here.
Oh, yeah.
And it is.
Oh, yeah.
So the kick is good from 32 yards away, and the Maroon Devils take the lead back at 10-7 over Cherokee. With now 2nd and 1. Buchanan in the shotgun, got a man in motion. He's going to hand off again. Here comes Benjamin again, and he does not get the first down. Outstanding 15 catches on the year for Jason. Now they fake the handoff. Buchanan back to throw. Oh, he's going to be hit from the back. The ball is loose, and I think we got this one.
I think we did.
And it looked like big number 70 in there. Johnny Woodard came up with the ball.
I think it's Craig 72. 72.
The Devils rushing 4. Nobody blitzing here. Buchanan plenty of time. Timing pattern in the end zone. Up for grabs. Around, and it's
got it. We caught it.
It's intercepted by Jordan Cody. It was tipped up in the air by Angel Bowers. Cody came under it. Got it. Maroon Devils, we are off and running. It's going to be a short kick taken at the 27-yard line, and there's a loose football. And it's still loose. It's still loose. Who gets it back? It was a live ball because Cherokee touched it at the 35-yard line.
Swain County ball.
1,068 for the Franklin game. 800 views. More on that in just a moment. Kobe back to throw. Fires right side. And it's going to be, is it caught?
Yes, Kobe Tornado. Kobe to Kobe. 1st and 10, Swain County.
Kobe looking, firing, got the screenplay set up, and it's going to be a first down and a whole lot more. 35-30, down inside the 30-yard line.
Not Mark, but Derek Fortner.
Everybody else in tight. Split backs behind Kobe, and the handoff goes straight ahead, and there's a big run for a first down and a whole lot more by Derek Fortner inside the 15. All on the same page, 3rd down and 7. Kobe tosses left side. Here's Miller, has some room.
Yeah, he's out there.
Down to the 5, he's in. Touchdown.
Yeah. Chris Miller turning on the Jets. He took that pitch out and headed to the left side. Got outside and he had wide open spaces.
They're going to be punting from inside their own 10. Pretty good rush. Pretty good punt. Jordan's going to come up. He's going to take it on the first half of the 50, 45, 40, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. But boy, nice read by Jordan Cody. Got it on a good momentum first hop. Toss to the left side. It's going to be Miller. Has some room again. Miller pops it outside, and he's going to get the first down with second effort at the 26-yard line. Back to throw Buchanan. First down and 10. Here comes pressure. Inslee after him again. He rolls out to the left side. Still going. Got a man open, but he's underthrown.
Intercepted.
And the Maroon Devils have the ball, and there again is Angel Bowers on the pick. Under center, Braves, a lot of folks up in the box now on third down and short for the Maroon Devils. We run left side, popping it outside with a first down. Down the left sideline, it's going to be a foot race, and Taylor Oros is going to be caught at the 30-yard line. And so a huge first down carry for Taylor Oros. And Steve, I thought he was off to the races, but the Braves caught him down there at the 30.
Yeah, thanks again, Aaron. Another good interview with Coach Blankenship. Of course, last week on the road at Cherokee, another conference win, tough-fought defensive battle. Lots going on. Coach, you got a few things you want to talk about that game?
Well, the key thing for the Maroon Devils, I felt like in that game, was being able to control the football. They had drives starting off the football game, 13-play drive that resulted in a touchdown, a 14-play drive that resulted in a field goal, and another 14-play drive that resulted in a touchdown. And, of course, the importance to that for the Maroon Devil defense was they were on the sidelines.
Yeah, plenty of rest.
And that kept Brandon Buchanan on the sidelines, or at least made him play defense rather than throw the football, which he's done extremely well this year. So I think that was the key to the whole football game. Plus, for one of the first times this season, we won the turnover battle.
Yeah, and it's obviously that's been something that's been going on quite a bit lately. We've talked a lot about is putting the ball on the ground. This time we got a couple interceptions, one from Angel Bowers, one from Jordan Cody. We had a fumble recovery. Chris Miller recovered a fumble. In addition to a breakout game for him on the ground, had, I think, 68 yards on 13 rushes, so good game from Mr. Miller. Not to mention the fact that you said time of possession, 21 minutes, I think, to 13.
Yeah, that was big.
And I'll win you football games.
That was real big. And, the key being that both of those interceptions come at times when the Braves were driving, looking to put points on the board. So those were crucial interceptions. Jordan's came actually in the end zone, whereas Angels came within the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they were huge.
So those were big interceptions for the Maroon Devils at those times. So winning that turnover battle, time of possession, those were all keys to winning a close, hard-fought football game.
It's funny. Every time I went to the concession stand, I happened to be on the other side. There was interceptions after when I was at the concession stand on the wrong side of things. I had to get my soda and move on out of there pretty quick because there were some disappointed fans on that side.
Well, if you're the good luck charm, I'm sure Coach Blankenship will give you a couple of dollars to go buy a soda every week.
Let me tell you what, 2
2
years from now, I don't know if I think my picture will be on the wall in that Cherokee concession stand, buddy.
That may be true.
I got some long looks over there, but all in all, again, a great defensive performance. That Cherokee team has scored a lot of points this year. They've
very
put
good
up,
offensively.
They put up several games in the 30s.
Yeah,
they've blown some people out. So to only give them 7 points. I mean, you gotta take that as a big time positive for us.
Well, and on the ground, the Maroon Devils did it without a 100-yard rusher, but they still rushed for 298 yards. Let's call it 300 because it's all over 300 yards. Anytime you can rush for 300 yards in a football game, you're doing well. And the key for the Maroon Devils is 8 different people ran the football that night. And as you said, Chris Miller with perhaps a breakout performance, 68 yards. He had a good game. Also, Taylor Orris had 78 yards, and most of those coming on a 52-yard run. Mm-hmm. But yeoman's work from that backfield.
Yeah, that was spread the ball around, especially. I like to see a lot of young guys got in the action, too. Yeah. So, going forward, you hate to use that silly word rebuilding because here in Swain County, we're rebuilding and we're 6-2.
Right.
So, there's a lot of places that take 6-2. But you like to see that kind of distribution, getting kids some reps. Spencer, people have been keying on Spencer all year long.
Right.
It's good to see some other people getting the action. And did want to mention, too, that Spencer did score a touchdown the other night.
Right.
So he's still contributing in a mighty way to this drive to the playoffs.
Well, and the other key to that running the football is the flip side of that. The Maroon Devils held Cherokee to under 100 yards rushing, which going into the football game, I don't think anybody would have took the odds on that happening.
No, and I think they're and again, you mentioned what they did with the Buchanan kid. I think he only had about 100 yards passing.
Right.
And he's had some big games.
He has.
Like I said, I mean, all in all, you got to be pretty impressed right now with the way they're playing D.
It was a good job by the Maroon Devils, and, they're going to have their work cut out for them again anytime in the Smoky Mountain Conference. There's no easy games, folks. You know that. You've been around long enough to know that there's nothing easy in the Smoky Mountain Conference, and while Andrews is sitting with a 1-7 record, that doesn't mean a whole lot. They're one upset away from turning their season around, and I'm sure they would like for that to be Friday night. They've got a balanced offense. They've got 3 backs. Douglas Ball, Jacob Moore, their quarterback, and Taylor Parker, all over 200 yards rushing. So they run the football extremely well. And one of the things Neil Blankenship talked to Aaron Jenkins about was their ability offensively to move the football against everybody they've played this year.
Yeah, they've come up short on the short end, obviously, in 7 of their contests this year. But they've hung tough. They got that win against Copper Basin. That was I think they rushed, if I'm not mistaken, they rushed for almost 400 yards in that game. So they can control the ball. So that's going to put pressure on us is again with the turnovers.
Right.
If you're not going to get a lot of possessions and you give away possessions or you give away downs because you're putting the football on the ground, that's where Swain's going to have to be careful. They're going to have to do what they did against Cherokee.
Right.
Long, time-controlling drives that end in positive in points. Because if Andrews is going to be able to run the ball, who knows how many times you're going to get the ball.
Well, and another thing that Coach Blankenship said they'd worked hard on all week was finishing in the red zone, and it's something that they felt like they did a poor job of the last couple of weeks. And so they've focused on that this week, as he told our own Aaron in the interview there, that red zone offense was a key this week for them, and they had really focused on it. On the defensive end, and one of the things he did say also in the interview was that Andrews had hurt themselves a lot with turnovers and crucial possessions. They had 3 red zone opportunities against Murphy and came away with nothing.
Yep, and I think I saw something they were maybe like plus 13 minus 13 on the year.
Yeah,
that's going to be tough, especially in your Smoky Mountain Conference games. So,
well, Jacob Moore's the quarterback. He's thrown for 364 yards, most of those going to Tyler Rose. So you can look for those two trying to make a connection there Friday night. On the defensive side of the ball, they've got 3 guys with over 40 tackles each. That's Dylan Ward, Willie Parker, and Drew Pyle. So look for those 3 names on the defensive side of the ball.
Sure. And like I said, it's a road game, and those guys are going to be waiting for us over there. So it would make their year to not only fight hard against the Maroon Devils, but to somehow pull an upset. So, like I said, keep a hold of that ball, control the clock, and I think we'll probably be okay if we do those 2 things, though.
Well, one of the key factors in playing Cherokee and Andrews at this point in their development as football programs is they're not real sure they belong. And so if you can get something on the board quick, a time-possessed drive like we did against Cherokee against them, then it gets in the back of their mind that maybe this is not their night after all.
Yeah, it gets a little bit of those here we go again.
Yeah.
So that's important when you're playing a team that's 1-7. I mean, obviously, Andrews had some success last year. I believe didn't they get the playoffs last year, or was it the year before? Mm-hmm. So they've had some stuff going on over there that's a little more positive than they've had in the recent future. This is a team there's players on that team that have tasted some success. You want to go over there and right from the get-go make sure they know, hey, guys, this is just like last year.
Right.
The Maroon Devils are in town. It's time to go ahead and think about what you're going to do after the ball game.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, we're just moments away from kickoff here with the Maroon Strong pregame show, and we're going to take you out to the park, and we'll have kickoff for you in about 5 minutes. But right now, we're going to turn it over to Gary Ayers. Gary, take it away.